Imagine this. An enemy nation has crushed your people for 40 years. Hope is gone, faith is weak, and then a prophecy. A baby will be born who will rise with the strength of an army in his bare hands. His name was Samson. Samson was not ordinary. Before his birth, an angel appeared to his barren mother, declaring her son would be set apart, a Nazirite, dedicated fully to God. There was one condition. Samson must never drink wine, touch the dead, or cut his hair. His hair would be the symbol of his covenant with God. Samson was chosen, not by men, not by kings, but from heaven itself, to become Israel's champion. But destiny is never easy, and Samson's greatest war would not be against Philistine soldiers, it would be against his own desires. One day, as a young man, Samson walked the path to Timnah. Suddenly, a lion roared and lunged from the shadows. Without a weapon, without armor, Samson caught the beast and tore it apart with his bare hands. Later, he returned to that carcass. Inside, bees had built a hive. Samson scooped honey from the lion's body, eating sweetness from death. Samson loved riddles. At his wedding feast, he challenged the Philistines. Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. But when they tricked his new wife to betray the answer, Samson erupted in fury. He struck down 30 men in Ashkelon, stripped them of their clothes, and stormed away. From then, Samson became a terror to the Philistines. His strength unmatched, his rage unstoppable. When an army bound him with ropes, Samson snapped them like burning thread. He seized the jawbone of a donkey, and with it slaughtered 1,000 Philistines in a single battle. Israel cheered, the Philistines trembled, but Samson's pride grew larger than his victories. Samson had conquered lions, armies, and gates of cities, but he could not conquer his own heart. In the valley of Sorek, he met her, Delilah, beautiful, dangerous, his undoing. The Philistine lords approached her with silver. Find the secret of his strength. Again and again she pressed him. 3 times Samson lied. 3 times he broke free. But Delilah's persistence was relentless. Samson's heart weakened where his muscles never could. He told her everything. My hair has never been cut. If it is shaven, my strength will leave me. While he slept, Delilah betrayed him. She cut his hair, his covenant broken. He awoke to Philistines storming in. Samson rose to fight, but his strength was gone. They gouged out his eyes. The mighty warrior blinded, led away in shackles. Samson, the hero of Israel, became their slave, grinding grain in prison like an ox. But while he suffered, something began to grow back, his hair. And deeper still, his spirit returned to God. One last opportunity came. The Philistines brought him to their temple, mocking him before thousands. They laughed, they mocked, but Samson prayed, Lord, strengthen me once more. And heaven heard. With a roar, Samson pushed the pillars, the ground shook. The temple collapsed, crushing thousands of Philistines beneath stone. In his death, Samson destroyed more enemies than he ever had in life. He died not as a fallen hero, but as a man redeemed. Samson's story is raw, violent, tragic, but also filled with hope. It reminds us that failure is never final, that even the strongest among us can fall, but also rise again through grace. Samson's life teaches us real strength isn't muscles, it's surrender. And when we return to God, our ending can become greater than our beginning. That is the legacy of Samson, the strongest man who found his true strength only in weakness. If you've ever felt broken, betrayed, or defeated, Samson's story is your story too. Because no matter how far you fall, it's never too late to rise again. God can take your greatest failure and turn it into your greatest victory. This is more than a story. It's a mirror, a warning, and a promise. So if this gripped you, don't scroll away yet. Click follow, because I'm bringing you Bible stories like you've never seen before. Stories filled with power, betrayal, redemption, and timeless lessons. Stories that are not just history, but prophecy for today. Samson's hair grew back, his strength returned, and so can yours. Subscribe and like for more unforgettable Bible stories that will shake your faith, stir your heart, and strengthen your soul.